Hi, I'm Bill Kiefer and I'm a Vietnam era veteran from 1964 through 1968, and I served my country. You know, the Vietnam War was unpopular with demonstrations, and then when I got out of the Air Force I became the Deputy United States Marshal, and as a U.S. Marshal I stood on many riot lines with anti-protesters from the Vietnam War. Not a popular war, and nobody cared about the Vietnam vets when they got back. I'd like to talk a little bit about the word going around is that Obama may or may not be honoring Jane Fonda for some award or what have you, and that may be myth. It is said that Mrs. Obama says, that I've read, I don't know if she said this or not, but I read that she likes Jane Fonda because of what good shape she's in, and more women are in better shape in their elderly years, and so she would like to be like Jane Fonda in that manner, whether that's the truth or not. She also spoke of Cicely Tyson at 80 being doing her work in theater and what have you at 80 and looking great. So, and Mrs. Obama said again that she would like to be like that. Well, that's fine. But to honor Jane Fonda in any manner she's a traitor. She went over to Vietnam and coerced with the enemy, sitting on anti-tank guns and anti-aircraft guns that used to kill American soldiers and shoot American airplanes down. So Jane Fonda is, and always has been, a traitor to the United States of America. And if I were the king, I'd put her in the Hotel Hanoi. She visited the prisons, the war prisons, and in doing so she may have caused some prisoners of war to be executed by the North Vietnamese during her stay or shortly thereafter. So may or may not be the case. I don't know, but I know she's a traitor. She came as I'm serving in the Air Force. Big thing, you know, the military news and everything's got this all over. Cassius Clay wouldn't want to fight in the war, so he was excluded. He didn't have to go to fight in the Vietnam War. And Jane Fonda was over talking with the enemy, sitting on anti-tank and anti-aircraft guns, chit-chatting with the president of North Vietnam at the time. Well, thousands and thousands of U.S. soldiers are being killed. Think about that. Obama, if you're thinking about that, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And Mrs. Obama, I wouldn't be so great about saying, gee, I'd like to be like Jane Fonda. She was a traitor, an absolute traitor, and no more I can say. I was in high school one day, we're playing football. 6 months later, friends of mine are getting killed in the jungles of Vietnam. For you young people now today's society that's got your head stuffed in a smartphone looking at playing video games, if you want to play war games, join the United States Marines. Make it real. I'm Bill Kiefer, Vietnam era veteran, saying Jane Fonda's a traitor. And actually her father, Henry Fonda, they asked a question, what do you think about your daughter? He said, I cry a lot. Think about that. I'm Bill Kiefer. Until next time.